Hi, everybody, and welcome to Season 5, Episode 11 of High Scores, High Stakes, the podcast in a half shell. I'm your host, as always, Mr. Luvva Luvva. With me are my co-hosts.
It's me, Cardinal Smith. Thank you very much, Luvva. Nice wee pun. Good to see you coming out of your shell for this episode. I'm glad to be here.
Completely forgot about Heroes in a Half Shell, I'm not going to lie, so that one took me a little bit by surprise today.
And good to see you too, Tomahawk.
Thank you. Good to be back as a trio.
I know,
the rare
right?
Occasion of Season 5.
Cardinal finally decided to show up.
When I show up, it's usually one of you two aren't here. It's good to see you both.
The curse of the summer season, but that's past us now because it's September, so everyone's back to normal.
Normal-ish. Still technically summer, of course, so I don't expect Cardinal to show up for any other episodes until about 6 weeks down the line.
Guys, can we get into this podcast?
No, we need to rinse your attendance record for this year because it's been appalling.
Explain yourself, Cardinal.
Okay, yeah.
You have the floor.
I'm only kidding.
I'm not even last on the leaderboard.
The most mid-table man doesn't even want to be here. He's just like, I'm banking points. I don't care. You don't need me here.
It's all about the points. That's what it is. This is a competitive PlayStation podcast. It ain't about the attendance record. It's about league table position. Am I right, Cardinal?
That's right. And that's how you get cups. So tell us more about it.
He's got more cups than Bed, Bath and Beyond. But anyway, if it's your first time listening to us, we are High Scores, High Stakes, a competitive PlayStation podcast where every week Cardinal, Tomahawk and myself compete against one another in a PlayStation Gaming Challenge League. Every week we pick a game and compete in a challenge in that game. The winner gets 3 points, second place gets 2 points, third place gets 1 point. Whoever's top of the league at the end of the season, 12 weeks, wins the coveted High Scores, High Stakes Cup. This is a big moment for High Scores, High Stakes, gentlemen. This is the penultimate episode of Season 5. The league table is looking extremely, extremely tight. But before we get into talking about the league table and this week's challenge game, which is, of course, TMNT Shredder's Revenge, let's tell everyone.
Let's just pause there. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge.
Full Christian name,
Let's just name the game. We don't need to abbreviate it. It's all good.
I forget that you have this like allergy to acronyms.
We can just say the words. It's okay. We're gods of our own language.
Yeah. These people are on our time now. They chose to tune into us each week. They can listen to the full title.
They don't know what. I'm not saying Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles repeatedly. I'm saying TMNT, and it is not an acronym. It is an initialization. For goodness sake, Tomahawk, how many times do we have to go over this? Many, many, many times. But anyway, if this is your first time listening or your 129th time listening, if you haven't given us a star rating, whatever podcast platform you listen to us on, please do that ASAP. 1 star to 5, whatever you think we're worth, that's what you give us. If you want to give us a written review, that's even better because the algorithms love written reviews. Do that as well. If you want to share this podcast with a family member or a friend, go ahead, do that now. Our numbers are saying it. Mostly listen on your phone, just hit the share button and send it to whoever you want to. If 1 hour-ish of High Scores, High Stakes content isn't enough to fill your week, point to your browser at highscoreshighstakes.com and click the links and follow us everywhere. We are all over the internet. And with all of that being said, Cardinal Smith, you know what's coming. You've been prepping for this all week. You haven't been playing a thing, but I'm sure you'll pick a game out of thin air and talk about it. When I asked you the question, Cardinal, what are you playing?
Oh, lovely. I haven't been playing a thing. I am morbidly online. As anyone who's on Steam or PlayStation Network will know, I say Steam, I stay invisible there. Anyhow, PlayStation Network, I've been Gran Turismoing it because just for fun, because they released these ridiculous cars like Nissan Qashqais and Renault hatchbacks. Okay. And it's just like, I'm going to pick those. I've got 11 million on the bike. That cost me 25k. I'm going to snap it up, put a spoiler on it.
Cardinal has a problem buying like random cars on GT7 in the same fashion that Sherry has a problem buying day one premium deluxe edition games.
And never playing them.
I think I have 300 cars on Gran Turismo 7. I'll
tell you how many cars I have in Gran Turismo 7 because I played it exclusively for the challenge 1.
I have
fair play.
I have whatever number of cars you get from the menus plus 2.
You can find out online on your Gran Turismo profile. Anyway, I mean that's it. I still hop into Gran Turismo from time to time, so and have a jolly old ride.
It's all good prep for Game of the Month, isn't it, though? Because that has been announced, and now that it's in this episode, we can't take it back. So
I didn't know if I could say that.
You can say it.
Yeah,
We're allowed. We're allowed.
I mean,
it's canon now.
I mean, really, that's why I picked it up again, because it was like, Gran Turismo's back on the
Like
menu.
I said before the record, I've made a graphic for it. I've made a logo and everything. We can't take it back.
Or the record, Tomahawk was talking about changing it because
You can't undo the time I've taken to get that font and that font slant right, because you give me the biggest rinsing of my life because it wasn't right.
You had a point. It wasn't right. It is
wasn't
now.
right.
the
I know,
angle was all
100%.
wrong. I mean,
But anyway, Tomahawk. The section's gone to absolute toilet here.
I've been
Please
playing Final Fantasy 8 too.
save the segment, Tomahawk.
Just before he exploded, he had to get it out there.
What are you playing? It's all gone wrong.
This is
I
the end
tried
of the
my
season,
hand
lads. It's
playing-
chaos.
That's it. Now we're going to cancel it. That's it. We talked about that last week about potentially shutting us down. We're going to do it this week. This is it. This is the end. I've been playing Hollow Knight and I've not been enjoying it. There, I said it. I am one of the 1% who hate that game. I don't hate that game. I just don't find it enjoyable.
What do you not find enjoyable about it?
There's just too much of a get on and get on with, or just go on and get on with it without any guidance or what I'm supposed to be doing.
Or a map.
There is a map, but the map doesn't show you where you are.
No, doesn't show you anything. It's pointless and worthless. Apparently there is a skill you get about 5 hours in that allows you to see things on said map. But it begs the question, where's the point? Hollow Knight. I also didn't enjoy Hollow Knight when I played it years ago. Not at all.
I think because of like the whole Silk Song thing, I feel as if I need to get into it, but this is like my 3rd or 4th attempt trying to play it in the last couple of years, and I'm just going, I feel nothing playing this game.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because it looks gorgeous. That's pretty much what it has going for it.
I see on Discord there's somebody raving about saying Silk Song in capital letters. I have no idea what that is. I presume it's a reference to the Mongols, coming over from about centuries ago down Silk Road. But why it's relevant now, I don't know.
That's exactly what it is. It's actually a documentary.
Yeah, and this makes you a prickly little gooseberry. It doesn't make you feel fuzzy inside.
It looks good. It plays fine. It's a Metroidvania, which has literally no waypoints, markers, or nothing like that. And it's just like, get on with it. You'll have a great time. And I'm like, every room looks the same.
Yeah. This is my thoughts and feelings in the game as well. It's stupidly hard to navigate. Everything looks the same. The combat's good, and it looks gorgeous. It came out about the same time, if I remember correctly, as Ori and the Blind Forest. I'm saying it right now. Ori and the Blind Forest, far superior.
It's a much better game. Absolutely, absolutely much better game. What else have I been playing? I played that Viewfinder game that came out on PlayStation Plus, and it's fine.
Is it Pokemon Snap?
It's like Portal meets Superliminal, but with a Polaroid camera.
That's hugely disappointing.
It's fine.
It's a photo game. It must be like Pokemon Snap. And I was like, let's go.
I kind of did. It's all about like taking the photo, switching the photo button, and then when you imprint the photo onto the map, it opens up pathways and removes obstacles and stuff like that. I thought it was going to be a little bit more to it, but it's like, no, you're part of a facility and you're testing interdimensional items, and that's basically it.
It sounds pretty awesome.
It looks great and is really cool, and then I accidentally broke the game inside the game by putting photos upon photos upon photos, and the whole like simulation that you're in glitches out, and you
Right.
have to like reset breakers and go back into the simulation, which was quite fun.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just early doors in the game. I want more from it.
Okay.
I'm very demanding. I've been very demanding in what I've been playing this week, and I feel as if I want the world, and I'm not getting it. But here we are.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to play Gran Turismo 7. I want to play a game I don't enjoy.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyway,
going to play terrible indie games. Not terrible indie games. I'm going to play indie games I have no heart playing.
He wanted to play a game and enjoy it, but he's not. Much like he wanted to retain his championship
he's
status
not.
for another season, and he's not. He's not doing it. He's not doing it, even though he has 25 hours playtime on Chivalry 2. Shock him.
no, he doesn't.
Nah. Have you been like, just want to see your face.
He's got 43. Anyway, Luvva, what are you playing?
I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077.
I knew it. He's hooked.
Okay.
And
He's
wonder what?
hooked.
It is great. It is great. I am loving it, and I can't stop thinking about it. And I have so many questions about this game, and I can't wait to get the answers. And I know the game will wrap up everything lovely, because there's definitely not a DLC that'll probably explore for some questions I have. I definitely will buy it if it doesn't answer all my questions. But no, it's great. It took 6 hours to click, but it has clicked, and it is superb.
It's like the prologue, right?
Yeah, I could see after
ages.
see after Arasaka Tower, and then when it ends, and then the title comes up, I was like, "Hold on a minute, was that the prologue? Why does it need a 5-hour
So
prologue?
the actual like Cyberpunk title card doesn't come up until like
5 hours in. It took me
Incredible.
5 hours."
Yeah.
But it's incredible. The story now has actually started, and the story is extremely interesting. And as you said, Cardinal, there's a whole host of new characters, and they are far better than the ones that start. However, I do have one issue with where the narrative is. There was one particular character I was looking forward to getting my revenge on. Ain't going to have the chance, which left me absolutely devastated.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But apart from that, no, it's great. It is great. The combat is amazing. The stealth is basic, but that's only because I haven't put any points in stealth, and I probably won't. But the combat's amazing.
What are you doing? Are you just blasting folks with big guns or slashing people? Or
Well, I think I talked about this with Tom last week, where the one issue I do have with it is the skill tree split into 4 different sections. I think it is.
Yep.
It doesn't really explain what each section is, so I wasn't sure of where I wanted to put my points. So through that entire prologue, I didn't put any points anywhere. And then there's that sequence with Johnny Silverhands, and I was like,
he's got a silver hand.
I'm going to pump all my points into combat, and that's exactly what I've done. Because
Yes.
the combat in that bit is just amazing, and I want that combat all the time. But no, it's a great game. I know I said it was boring and all, but no, it started and it's great. It is great. It is a Fallout
Well, it took
3.
like a 2.0 patch, a 3.0 patch to get it right, but there we are.
The story was always there. It was just being able to see it.
To play it, to get to the story beats. Yeah. But no, I'm absolutely loving it, and I will see it through to the end. And who knows, maybe Phantom Liberty will be picked up. But
Well,
that's enough.
The Idris Elba expansion.
Is Idris Elba in it?
Yeah.
He is,
I
yeah.
did not know this.
Oh.
Does he
You
sing
don't-
that song from GT7? From I hope so. It's a terrible song.
He just runs around advertising Sky TV to you. That's all he does. That's that's the only reason he's in Cyberpunk, is just for more advertising and synergy.
Here's a UK specific television reference for you all.
There we go. Idris Elba hasn't been the spokesperson for Sky for about 2 years now. It's Andrew Simpson, isn't it? Or Andrew Garfield? Andrew Garfield? Spider-Man? Name isn't Spider-Man. It's him.
So we know where we stand in the league. We know what
We
we've
do
been
know
playing.
where we stand. Okay, these games are not the only game we've been playing. We've also been playing this week's challenge game, which is Tomahawk.
I was going to say, before we move on, we did do a little call out to listeners to tell us what they've been playing.
We
Thank you,
did.
Tomahawk.
Tomahawk is on top of the synergy
just to
with
flesh
the fans.
this out a little bit further anyway. Listener call outs. We put the word out onto all our social medias to see what people were playing.
We did. I put word out on X. Well, our social media manager for X did it. And we got some responses. 2 responses on X. The first one from really good friend of the pod, which is Parsival, of course.
What a guy.
And Parsival, what a guy. What an absolute hero. He said he is currently finishing off Death Stranding 2. All he has to do is connect all the preppers and just a few small trophies to mop up, and then he has the platinum in Death Stranding 2, which is one heck of an achievement.
Outstanding work.
Kojima is not known for his easy platinum. He makes you do the most bizarre things to get the platinum. That's why I've never platinumed many of his games, nor will I ever, Mr. Kojima. Because we said it once, we said it again, Kojima does what he wants. And he wants to make his trophies really, really difficult. The other response we got as well was from Seismic Cinema. And Seismic Cinema says they are playing a mix of Helldivers 2 and Cyberpunk. Two good games to fit in over here, because that's all we played for a long while was Helldivers.
Very true.
Maybe we should get back into it.
Good for you, Xboxers.
Re-enter the fight now that it's even more cross-platform.
Yeah, show the Xboxers how Helldiving's done.
And Parts and Seismic Games, thanks for contributing and telling us what you're playing. Good to hear.
Yes, This is it. We also didn't stop there. I put the same call out on Instagram, and we got 4 whole responses. So we'll keep that going up. Good friends of the podcast, Play Along Podcast. I've been playing Rayman 2 on the N64. I personally recall playing it on the PlayStation 2, and it's still not being... I put hours into it. Not a great game, but
Rayman 2's great.
No, it's one of those games. I remember it as you got it because it was always
free.
Cheap. Yeah.
I played it.
So you played the life out of it until the next game came. It was. I remember it just being dark and moody.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was not like the first one at all. I remember playing it on the Dreamcast, and I also remember getting it for free with my Nintendo DS, I want to say.
Oh yeah.
And it was pretty good in the DS, to be fair to you. No, it's a good game.
It's just, and as soon as you said N64, I was very thrown back because I just remember it on the PlayStation 2, and I just can't imagine it on a cartridge that kind of way.
I mean, I'm sure it's the N64 version is probably the worst way to play that game, but besides that, good game.
Yeah, we have...
Who else responded?
Kalmar Games, he says he's torn between starting Ishin, Ghost of Tsushima, and Uncharted collection on the PlayStation 5. I did reply and just say, why not all 3? Why not just go whole hog?
Classic Tomahawk. Just
go full Tomahawk.
Don't restrict yourself to a game.
Play 5. Pick another 2.
We had the Apologetic Nerd shouting out with Final Fantasy 2 Pixel Remaster and Fragpunk.
Final Fantasy 2. Good gravy. Isn't that like the most ridiculously difficult, grindy game of all time? Or the series, most certainly. Good luck.
Just tell me how you really feel.
That's it. I was going to say the shock on your face there as well. Lastly, we have a good friend and repeat guest of the podcast, Discount Josh, who has fallen into the curse of Amazon pre-orders. He has pre-ordered Hell is Oz and Chronos, and they have both not arrived. So he is stuck playing Harold Halibut.
Fair play, Josh. I'm just glad that curse has left me. I've passed it on through the internet.
Poor Josh.
And if people ever got to see our group chat, you would see that he's been playing Harold Halibut, which means that our next Cardinal Smith doppelganger just dropped.
I'm sure the editor will put up a little snippet of whatever Tom's talking about, because I have no idea what Harold Halibut is at all.
I presume it was this character you were spamming into our group chat last night. I had no idea what was happening.
Okay.
But anyway, thank you very much, everybody who got who give us some answers there. We'll do this every single week. So we'll keep an eye on our socials, and if you see it pop up on your algorithm, feel free to throw in the games you're playing, and we will read them out until the point where it becomes the podcast that just reads out what are you playing from everyone who responds. In that case, we'll pick the best ones.
We love hearing from you.
We do.
Oh, yeah.
We do. It's something we've been trying to find ways of fitting into the podcast. But to everyone who responded, thank you very much. And that means we are now free to talk challenge game, gentlemen. And the challenge game this week is TMNT, Shredder's Revenge. And you should be grateful for that, Cardinal. I don't replace Shredder's Revenge with SR, TMNT SR. Would you like that?
No.
I think he hates it even more.
Right. The challenge for this week, then, because this is a cooperative multiplayer game,
Fantastic.
we decided let's have a cooperative week, but with a difference. So we are playing Last Man Standing. So that means we put TMNT Shredder's Revenge up until the highest difficulty, which I think is called Gnarly, and we played it on arcade mode, which is naturally more difficult anyway. And once we lose all 3 lives, we have no continues. Whoever falls first gets 1 point. Whoever falls second gets 2 points. And whoever goes the longest gets all 3. That is the challenge. It's a good one. It is a good one. This is a great game. But before we get into the gameplay, where we're chatting about our tactics and our everything we wanted to do on this one, let's take a peek of the league table after last week's challenge. And it looks like this. In third place, on 23 points, is Tomahawk, our reigning champion, with possibly the worst title retention charge I've ever seen.
I mean, I've seen Cardinal Smith's season 1 defense, to be fair.
No, it was dreadful.
Luvva says this every season he doesn't win. It's the worst title defense.
I think if you don't go back to back, it's the worst title defense.
I mean, yeah.
Nobody's gone back to back.
Nobody's ever done it. In second place is Cardinal on 24 points. And me leading the way, as I was in the beginning, I am at the end, gentlemen. 27 points. You've got it all to do.
Except for that 1 week that you weren't.
That 1 week that no longer exists because I deleted the episode. Thank you very much, Tomahawk.
People Against Podcast steal another episode.
Now that we've settled that.
I just deleted it. No longer exists. It's gone. But yes, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the challenge game, gentlemen. Let's go. So this is it, gentlemen. The second last challenge of season 5. It is the home straight. You boys have been left in my wake this season. Cardinal, you're one challenge win away, to be fair. Tom, more than one. What's been going on?
Don't know.
You need to talk about? You feeling okay?
You don't know. To cast your mind back to the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
How many?
I'm going to plead insanity on the first episode. I don't want to discuss it. I'm all about looking forward. It's not about where you start; it's where you end.
I just think if Tomahawk had played it honest, he would be 1 point ahead of me, top of the league.
He would be 2 points ahead. I
Is
think
it 2?
No, and consider that maybe you lost points as well, or
yeah, I
you
suppose.
maybe gained points because you're elevated. Yeah,
I'm all about the narrative, guys. I'm all about just leaving it to the last
Tomahawk
second.
lost 6 points on the opening episode.
If you don't know why, go watch episode.
Don't bother
season
watching
5,
it.
episode 1.
It's not that dramatic
It's
at
so
all.
good. But yes, this week's challenge: TMNT Shredder's Revenge co-op challenge. Last man standing. Easy peasy. Before we get into the gameplay, TMNT is a franchise been going on since, 89? I think. I want to say 89, 88, 89. It's had a lot of video games. I want to know if you've ever played a Turtles video game before, gentlemen. We'll start with you, Cardinal. History with Turtles games.
Yes, I have played a turtle game. I'm trying to think back because it was literally like the turtle game, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game back in the day. Like, I can't even remember what platform it was. Was it Commodore or Amiga? I don't know.
You're talking about
the way back.
Yes, the really hard one. It was really difficult.
Yeah. yeah, I couldn't play it. Essentially, I was just mashing buttons, but I'd watch older brothers play it.
Yes, yeah, I remember that when I played that on the Amstrad, brutally hard.
And I remember seeing the arcade as well. And to be honest, that's why it was kind of nice to see this, because it was sort of similar vibes, or trying to recreate the sort of original game feels about it with the basic the graphics. But yeah. That's really about it. I had really enjoyed Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles growing up, or Ninja Turtles, whichever they preferred. I mentioned during the recording of this one, I dressed up as a turtle.
You did, yeah.
I did.
As a child, I might
You
add.
kind of are now. Green top, red bandana, just pull it over your eyes. You'd be Raphael.
I mean, maybe I never stopped.
Cardinal was the first ever furry. Scaly?
That's not a
Scaly.
thought I need in my head right now.
Right, Tomahawk, let's get off Cardinal's preferences.
Scales.
What about you, mate?
The only other one I played outside of Shredder's Revenge is Turtles in Time.
Okay, yeah.
And it was just one, like, my uncle always had, like, all the sort of older systems, and just always ended up having a Turtles game by some way, somehow. And we were always the grandkids who were brought to these family parties and just didn't need to be there, basically. So my uncle always brought PlayStation, always brought a system of choice, and basically we just were left to it then. So I have a very, very limited knowledge, or not knowledge, but limited playtime on older TMNT games. But I do specifically remember Turtles in Time. Then there's a big, massive gap.
There is.
And then Shredder's Revenge kind of happened.
Okay.
I did pick up the Cowabunga collection because it was on PlayStation Plus, and I've just been battering through them just as my free time allows me to do.
Mm-hmm.
I do quite enjoy them. I these like side-scrolling beat-em-ups that just kind of everything's come back kind of in full circle again.
Oh, yeah.
Now. So all these ones are really cool to play, and like it's a timeless genre, really.
Yeah. It is. It's a hard genre to do right, but the Turtles, generally speaking, do side-scrolling beat-em-ups really, really well. Yeah, I've played through a lot of Turtles games. Obviously, way back in the day, before Tom was probably even born. They were huge and they were everywhere. So there was loads of games released like really quickly. So I also played that one Cardinal was talking about. I played it on the Amstrad, but it was also on the NES. I think it's just called TMNT. 1989, I think is what people call it. I also played the arcade game a lot when we were on holiday. Let's go to the arcade, 25p. Let's go. Let's try to get as far as we can and not get too far. And then the home console games, Turtles in Time on the SNES. I played that around my cousin's house. I remember renting out the Hyperstone Heist on the Mega Drive a lot. And Tournament Fighters. Tournament Fighters was terrible on the Mega Drive, but really good on the SNES. And then, yeah, they took a big, massive hiatus. And then the next one I remember playing was the 360 remake of Turtles in Time, Reshelled, I think it was called. And it was fine. It was fine. It just looked ugly and wasn't very
It's not polished.
faithful. Yeah, it was I think it was an Xbox Arcade, summer of arcade game. It wasn't great at all. And then that was it until the Cowabunga collection, which I bought when it came out, and then Shredder's Revenge, which is a really, really, really good game. Let's be honest here. But that's our history with TMNT. I'm sure people will have a favorite game, so why not leave a comment and tell us what your favorite Turtles game ever is? I'm pretty sure Turtles in Time will be right up near the top of that list. But without any further ado, gentlemen, shall we get into the gameplay of our cooperative last man standing Turtles? What do you reckon?
No.
Dude, let's do it.
Yeah, sure. Radical, bodacious.
Then let's not waste any time. Let's get into the gameplay. Let's go. And here we are, gentlemen, at the start of TMNT. Let's talk about who we picked and why we picked them. I'll go first. I picked Michelangelo because, I'll be fair, Michelangelo growing up was my favorite turtle, and I think he's the only turtle I have ever used in this game. So I knew all of his moves and his animation. So I went with Michelangelo. Tomahawk, who'd you go for?
I went for Raphael because he was a little bit quicker and a little bit a little bit quicker, a little bit stronger, but his range, like the caveat is he has to do everything pretty hand to hand then. So
Yeah.
this was the first time picking Raphael. I think I usually am a Donatello kind of guy.
Yep. Okay.
Well,
And
unfortunately, I picked Donatello because I just wanted to throw my big stick around and whack people from a distance with power and not much pace. So we all picked different characters that had different stats. Each sort of excelled in their, one of the three.
Yeah, Donatello's very
elements.
mid on everything. He's got a decent range, decent pace, decent power. I suppose everyone has their caveats and everyone has their strengths, really. But the one thing that we all decided to do, and we did this after record as well, is that no one thought to play as like Splinter or April or any other additional characters. We kind of went purist and went for the turtles the whole time, which I thought was quite good.
I mean,
We
absolutely.
should.
If you're playing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, you're playing as one of the turtles, right? Does anyone really want to be Splinter or April O'Neil or Casey Jones? No. No, although Casey Jones is overpowered as all heck in this
Yeah, I remember you
game.
guys saying after this, I think when you do unlock him, he's like 3-star everything.
Pretty much, yeah. He's overpowered as all heck.
Wild, like.
And it wouldn't be that fair. So for people who aren't watching this and have never heard of Shredder's Revenge, it is a modern take on the side-scrolling genre. Basically, it's just endless waves of foot soldier, fight your way through them, get to the end of the level, fight a boss, which is
Nice.
obviously a main villain of the cartoon series. Right now, level 1 is it Channel 6 News?
Channel 6 news station, yeah.
And we are currently fighting our way through the kitchen set for some cooking show. But at this moment, we played a few little trial runs of this just so everyone knew the controls, Cardinal, and just so we could get a feel for the game itself. One thing that struck me, and I think I said it as we were playing it, it's funny, there only is 3 stats. It's speed, range, and power, but all the characters really do feel distinct from one another.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They don't. It's not just copy and paste on each of the characters. They all Raphael definitely hits slightly harder because he nearly has to be within melee range on them.
Yeah.
And like obviously you have to deal with the fact that you are then susceptible to a little bit more damage because you are so up close to people.
Yeah.
But yeah, every character in all the different playthroughs that we had feel like different. They feel unique.
Yeah.
I think it's big credit to the game because they could have just got away with going, just put different skins on them and make you feel like they're different.
Yeah, but they're actually just the same characters, palette swap slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right now in the game, we are coming up to the boss area. I've got full health because I took the pizza earlier on because I needed it. You and Cardinal are both dire straits. In fact, you have lost your...
I've just been downed, yeah.
You've been downed, but in this game it has
slap the pizza in your face to get you back up.
A really cool mechanic
So
in
good.
this is you get downed and a countdown from 10 starts, and if anyone can get to you and feed you pizza, you will not lose your life, which is...
That's how real life works. So
it's
keep that in mind, folks.
That's how everyone gets revived in IRL.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the NHS can't afford pizzas. Otherwise, we'll be fine.
But there we go. We've hit the boss arena. We're just fighting off the last few clan, and someone picked up the extra large pizza, I think is what the game calls it.
Heals the group then, yeah.
Heals everyone in the group. So we're going into the boss arena here, boss fight. Pretty much everyone on full health. I want to know though, gentlemen, right? Just while we watch
What do you want to know?
The first boss fight, which is Bebop. What was your tactics for this one? Like, not the boss fight, this challenge, because obviously it is last man standing. It's the second last challenge. You guys need to make up a bit of a gap. I need to stay ahead. Did you go into this game with any sort of thing you wanted to do in order to maximize your chances of winning, is the question. That's what I'm asking.
Tomahawk, you always have
don't
some sort of
know.
plan
In this
going on?
instance, I was thinking myself, like, it's not a case of who can deal the most damage. It's not a case of who can bag the biggest combo. In this one, it is like just who can stay alive the longest. But we're in this interesting situation that everyone has to pull their weight.
Yeah.
You can't get away with just hovering around in the corner, because then we'll be stuck on this. We could be stuck on this boss for the entirety of the challenge if not everyone is attacking. So it's trying to strike that balance of how much do you let other players take the damage and take the brunt of the damage as well. And I can see that we'd kind of do it here. Everyone's a bit too hard pressed to be the first to attack.
Well, it's one of those things. The bosses in this game, as every scroll and beat 'em up, they have very distinct patterns, but they won't let you just wheel on them. You can get in a finite amount of hits before they hit you, and they hit you hard, especially in this arcade mode. There's a couple of things I find about the arcade mode we'll chat about. The arcade mode is designed to be harder. It's designed to emulate that arcade experience. But yeah, no, I agree with you. Obviously I'm in a really good position. I'm top of the league. I've got a bit of a gap. And I was like, all I have to do is just outlast used to. And I'm going to play in a manner that's going to let me do that. So I don't dive in headfirst into a big gang of enemies or anything like that. But just that's the end of the first level. We have completed the first level. All three of us
Bebop
have survived. Bebop is unconscious. It took 6 minutes. And this is a thing I noticed. It says that I won the tank award, which means I took the most damage. I find that every single round we played in this, and I don't know if it's broken, but I won every award. It was like most damage taken, and all this here business, and it just seemed to always pick player one. Every single time.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like, it looked like we were all pretty even in terms of that, because I'm just looking at the play stats. Maybe we'd take a longer time, because we weren't focusing on it as a challenge parameter.
No.
So I think if we did that and that was a actual scoring method.
Sorry, Tomahawk. Let's just stop there. We're glossing over, and what Luvva's trying to do is just feed over the fact he says he was letting us take the damage and go in so he could sit back and we would die first. And that's his tactic for a cooperative gameplay experience.
I mean, yes.
He doesn't play.
We're playing this in a very unique sense, as in we are playing it cooperatively.
We are playing it in a unique sense in that we're playing together to try and beat the boss.
This is the laugh, like a slight tangent from the actual gameplay. Cardinal Smith was in his element, because this is like one of the very few challenges this season that we've actually been able to play as a 3. So I feel as if the cooperative element took over as opposed to the play to win aspect.
yeah.
Cardinal is just like, we're playing. This is amazing.
I just found out the controls. Let's go.
But yes, but right now, currently we are fighting our way through New York City, 3 p.m., which I love every time I play this level, because obviously it's a throwback to Turtles in Time with that New York City, 3 a.m. thing. But it is such a good game. But yeah, Cardinal got swept up in the.
I just fell down a hole.
You fell down the manhole. But Cardinal got swept away in the cooperative and kind of forgot that we're competing against one another.
No, I didn't get swept away. I was like, I don't know what these guys' scoring techniques are going to be. They probably discussed, whoever gets the most jumps has to get a bonus point. No, I wanted
we're all
to win.
doughy-eyed that we were playing a
survive.
cooperative game. Let's face it, Cardinal. But yeah, what I really liked about this level is it it introduced you to a whole bunch of new enemies, like the robots, and then the yellow Foot Clan soldiers as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I got real Scott Pilgrim vibes in this particular level with going through downtown Toronto.
Yeah.
Just kind of give me that same energy going throughout.
Yeah, it's a good show. It's one of the tropes of a scroll and beat 'em up, is that you have to have a city level, like Streets of Rage. I can't remember the Capcom one. Is it Final Fight? Is that what it's called?
Your Capcom sponsorship's on the line here.
I know. I think it's Final Fight, where it all takes place in Metro City. You know, the city sort of scape is the iconic, for me anyway, scroll and beat 'em up location, and no scroll and beat 'em up would be complete without one. I think this one's particularly good. What I like about this one is it sort of mixes up a little bit and throws in a wee bit of Streets of Rage with the sort of vertical scrolling sections where you have to walk down the street and fight your way down. But yeah, I love scroll and beat 'em ups, and I love the whole genre cliches of you're fighting the same enemy over and over again, but they have a different color shirt and they have different abilities. In this case, the Yellow Foot Clan have shurikens, and they throw them at you, but you can deflect them with a well-timed attack and knock them back and do them damage with it. There's red ones, I think, in this level as well that have the big, massive axes.
Down the whole line, go again.
There's Cardinal away, yes. Mind your surroundings.
I wonder if there's
the purple are just the sort of generic ones. The yellow have the ninja stars, and there was other ones that I can't quite remember them at the moment.
Red have big axes, and they have a big wind up, but they hit you really hard, and you can't stand behind them because their swing takes them front to back, basically. They are really dangerous. There's blue ones that have big shields, and some characters have the power to blast through their shields. Other characters like Michelangelo will have to charge their attack by holding the square button effectively for a few seconds, and it winds them up.
Now I'm looking at the gameplay here, and above our little meters, our super attack meters, there's just a ever-growing number. Is this just our like total kills?
Yeah, it's a number of Foot Clan you've defeated. Yeah.
So it just seems to be then rolling out from the previous level then as well. So
it's it's up until continues. So your lives, once you hit continue, that will reset to 0. But up until that point, it'll just continue counting up.
It's one of those ones I just wasn't paying attention as we were playing it. I'm just like, just focus on the bad guys, focus on getting to the end of the level here, because we're on Rocksteady.
Rocksteady, yeah.
And I'm like looking at these, and I'm only now that we're picking the gameplay apart here, I'm like going, what are all these little bits that I wasn't paying attention about? What's all this?
I don't think the combat in this game is as complicated as Streets of Rage 4. However, it has a real like flow to it. I think the bosses are really well designed. The bosses have really defined patterns, but you've been knocked down. There's 6 seconds left. And one thing I noticed is Rocksteady was so much more aggressive than Bebop was. He made it impossible for me to pick you up. You've lost your first life. Cardinal's just died.
It was impossible for me to pick you up.
I tried. You could see me there. For people who aren't
there
watching,
there was the effort there. You
saw
could
me try.
It was like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, I'll pick you up. Oh no, I got hit. Sorry, guys.
But even like trying to get to him, I noticed this in like a couple of other like practice runs as well. He just is everywhere. Because he has the
cluster bomb,
he's like that laser cannon, which has like such a widespread, the grenades as well, and he'll actually like feels like he actively targets you if you're healing as well. So his is such a step up from the first boss as well. It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I played this game by myself the night before we did this. Let me just
call out. I picked you up there, Luvva, successfully. Just picked you up on screen.
You did. But you saw me. I tried, and I just couldn't get near it because obviously with both of you on the ground,
we've just been
all 3 of us
total party killed.
Yeah, so you guys have lost 2 lives. I've lost 1 life. I'm not gonna lie. It's at this point where I'm like, all I've got to do is outlast these 2.
He's just running around the edge of the screen.
For people who aren't watching,
fair tactic. Like
I am running around the edge of the screen, avoiding everything all the time. It's just like that's it. I'm having no more to do with this. Just
like
let these
Rocksteady as a boss is so different because he like doesn't have this big wind up. He just attacks you, and you get like maybe 2 shots, and then he's straight on you with another attack, or he'll be stunned for a second, then he's straight back into it. And Love has gone in for the heal at 0 seconds.
And the heal is successful. You are welcome.
Now, the laugh is, I'm sitting here thinking, I'm watching this back now. I was like, oh, I can see the clear strategy. You can get maybe 2 hits on him and he'll move, or he'll wind up with a kick there.
Yep.
Boy, he's relentless.
This is really where I go wrong. You both down and I try to get you up.
Yeah, which was
You're just doing backflips around us then.
you're never getting it, not with the foot minions and all that sort of good stuff. Tomahawk has just lost his last life, which means Tomahawk, you are the first one down, which means you're getting 1 point. But yeah, no, I can't believe how hard this was. As I was saying, I played this by myself the night before on the story mode on normal difficulty, and I breezed through like 5 levels, or 7 levels. I think I got the boss at the 7th level before I lost my first life. I can't believe how much more difficult this is in the arcade mode. It is brutal. It's not always fair. Cardinal, you've just died as well, so you come second, getting 2 points. And that means I am winning this challenge. Another game, another week.
I don't think you are winning. I think morally you have horribly lost here.
Well, speaking of losing, I just got a kick to the midsection from Rocksteady, and I am also down. So we didn't even beat the boss of the 2nd level, which is an absolute shambles. We all died really close together, but the good news is we all died in a defined order. So
yeah,
I think we can end it there, Cardinal. Let's talk about this game in a wee bit more depth. So one thing I will say about this game is in arcade mode on that difficulty, and this is a weird thing to say about an arcade beat 'em up because they've never been fair. This game felt unfair because there was bosses. I think it was Bebop when he charges at you. I was jumping over him and still taking damage, and I was like, oh, he didn't touch me. And
their hitboxes are huge. It's at certain points, I think, yeah, and it must just be an arcade thing because I feel as if even playing these in OG arcades, hitboxes are just everywhere. It's not so necessarily relative to where they're facing. Yeah,
but the only thing is though, if you play this in story mode, when Bebop charges at you, you can jump him, take no damage. So they've just extended the hitboxes in all directions. I'm presuming there was times where I was getting hit by those grenades from Rocksteady, and I was like, that shouldn't have hit me, but it does. Does it take away from the fun? Absolutely not. We had a blast. In fact, once we finished we restarted it. We were like, oh, you know what? Let's do a proper run of this where we're properly working as a team, where there's no points in the line, where there's nothing to do with the podcast. Let's go through this again. We did beat Rocksteady and got to the next boss, which is a highway chase of Bebop and Rocksteady.
Which was just relentless. Like that next level is just ridiculous because you're on like hoverboards, you're fighting Foot Clan on hoverboards, you've got flying drones as well. And then that's when you get to the van and you start fighting Bebop and Rocksteady. It just gets bonkers. But then that's the Turtles for you, I suppose.
Yeah, it was that boss where the hitbox extensions felt really evident, where I was like, how are you meant to avoid this truck? And I can't remember which one of them throws the grenades out. It must be Rocksteady throws the grenades out the truck as it's moving, has the aim of a professional sniper, just lands those grenades on your head regardless of what you do. But it is, I really like this game a lot. I think, as Cardinal, you said at the start, it does a really good job of recapturing the magic of the early 90s, late 80s sort of scrolling arcade vibes. It's a really faithful reproduction and a continuation of the scrolling beat 'em up Turtles games. I loved it. I really do love this game. It's no Streets of Rage 4, but it's darned close.
You do love Streets of Rage 4, don't you?
You do.
It's the best scrolling beat 'em up ever made, and it's not even close. But this one is pretty close to it. It is. It's a fun game. I think this one's a lot more fun than Streets of Rage 4, but Streets of Rage 4 is a far better game. There's just a lot to like about this game. The story
Streets of Rage is very pure beat 'em up. It has that purpose, whereas this is throwback nostalgia, but has the essence of the heart and soul of a beat 'em up.
Yeah, and it just is full of little nods to the TV show from the 80s. It has a lot of nods to previous games. It's just a great time. It's a great time. But let's. Is there anything else you guys want to say about the game? Anything I've missed?
No, it just had a lot of character. The characters, what they were saying. Like Red. It was so 90s, early 90s, late 80s. But The music was great. The
music's
vibe
amazing.
was superb. It's a
It's
good
the stuff you take for
time.
granted at the time, and then when you're actually playing it, and you're like, "This is banging." It has this just like it has that synthesizer vibe sort of throughout.
Yeah. And it
Yeah,
looks
class.
amazing as well. The animation for everything on screen is just
The future, like
brilliant.
this, is like one of those ones where I think we're talking about games that are like nexus points for a genre or something like that. I feel as if like this Streets of Rage 4 have kind of like propelled all these like beat 'em ups to come back into fruition. Like we were talking in the break just before about the Power Rangers one as well, the Rita's Rewind.
Yeah.
That looks great. It just has this polished look about it as well. We're getting a new Scott Pilgrim as well. So
Yeah. And He-Man, the Masters of the
and
Universe.
He-Man as well. That's right. Yeah, future's great. And we'll get the Terminator 2D as well.
Yeah. Yeah. The future's bright for the genre. But you know what also the future is bright for? The future is bright for me as we go to the league table here. It's not so bright for you, Steve. But let's take a peek at the league table after Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. In third place. Still in third place, but on 24 points, is Tomahawk. In second place, but now on 26 points, it is Cardinal. And leading the way from week 1 all the way up to week 12
Apart from
is
those
me
other weeks.
Apart from that one time.
30 points. The only one to surpass 30 so far in the league. It's looking deadly for Tom. It's looking deadly for us.
It's not in tatters, but I've it all to do.
You do.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, there's lots of points in the finale that surely will find a way to strip me of another cup. But it is what it is.
Just hand back your season 2 cup now for
of
once.
the finale. That's the problem. Like you alluded to it there at the very start. Like, but
like apart from apart from
all.
Tomahawk putting his 42 hours into Chivalry 2, the finale game in the last week, it's an unknown.
Yeah.
You know? And that is a scary thought because it is not that big a gap in the league.
No, it's not. It's anyone's league. We say this but it is.
And let's just quickly recap some season finales. Fortnite, you got a point for how many people you survived ahead of. So you could get 100 points if you want.
Yeah.
And
Doom
was the same. It was like a point per kill.
Point per kill, same with Quake as well. GTA, we had like the Trinity on that one, so they were mad score metrics on that one as well. So I think trying to play it to like that 100-point limit as well. This one's probably not going to be as high, but
you never know.
It's the same. It's the same metric. It's that same point per kill as we tend to now be known for now.
I mean, yeah, it's going to be a big scoring finale. All I have to do is stay 4 points ahead of Cardinal and 6 points ahead of Tom. That's the tactic. But for right now, the only tactic I'm interested in executing is getting to the wrap-up section. So let's get there now. And that is it, gentlemen. Another episode all wrapped up and another season very nearly wrapped up. Next week is the big finale of season 5, which is, as you've probably guessed by now, the final challenge is in Chivalry 2, which is, I don't even have it installed. At the time of recording, I don't have it installed. It's going to be brutal. But there are also other points available to us to gather, and that is of course through our WWE 2K24 season-long challenge, which has been running on YouTube after 9 matches. So there only is one more match, and that will go live on YouTube on Friday. After 9 matches, the scores are as follows. In third place, getting 1 point, is Cardinal Smith.
After 9 challenges, I get 1 point.
After 9 matches, yes.
It's insane. I like
What is this? What is
probability
this
aside,
absolute
like,
scam?
wild.
1 in 9. This is, guys.
We're going to have to get Tom's PlayStation hard drive and make sure he hasn't been deleting Cardinal Smith.
Yeah, how many?
You know what? If that would be funnier, but nah, like I don't know. I honestly have no explanation for it. You're just
You just have
for
like
everyone
40,
having-
you've 43 episodes recorded. And you've just handpicked 9 so far.
So to recap that, Cardinal Smith has won 1 match. I have won 3 match, picking up 3 points, and Tomahawk has won 5, picking up 5 points. So there is one more match to go up on YouTube, and that will be up on Friday. So if you want to see who's
Well
picking
done,
up
guys.
how
That's
many
amazing.
points,
Feels a bit like the Instagram challenge for Tomahawk gets his family to vote.
I'm surprised Mama Tomahawk didn't put up what she's been playing this week. But yes, that is it.
I'm damned if I do. I'm damned if I don't.
There's previous here, Tomahawk. We're just introducing bad character. But yes, that is the plan. So Friday, last match of the season long challenge on YouTube. Next Monday, the season finale of High Scores, High Stakes. Who is going to take home the cup this year? The people at home know who it should be. That's me. But as we've watched on several seasons beforehand, this final episode is seldom very kind to me. But the big finale is coming up. It's a big finale. It is big prizes on hand, and it is probably going to be a huge scoring episode. So this league can go any way, but we're not going to add the points until after the chivalry. So let us bid you adieu for now, and we'll see you on Monday for the big finale. So after all of that, oh no, not yet. Actually, one last thing. If you haven't rated us, rate us 1 star to 5. Share the podcast with a family member or a friend. Visit highscoreshighstakes.com to follow us all over social media and join the conversations around the podcast. And with all that being said, now I can wrap the episode up. I've been Mr. Luvva Luvva. This has been High Scores, High Stakes. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on Monday. Love y'all.
Au revoir.
Bye.
Bye.